is Blinky. Blinky Bill.
Trust us, we're bananas.
A-A-R-D-V-A-R-K.
I declare Noddy the champion of the sports day.
Hooray! Well done, Noddy.
We have to trick Alfred.
Are you talking about me?
No, Alfred.
No.
You'll be happy when you see me tapping. Better make it snappy. Don't get caught napping. Tell your man and happy that you're happy tapping with Elmo.
You look a right mess, Butt.
Here's your catalogue, Alf.
I'm glad the little girl wrote to us, whispered Thomas to Percy. Isn't it wonderful what happiness a letter can bring?
I think the ball is my favourite toy, thought Spot.
Keep wiggling. Don't stop giggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, well, great wigglers. Give yourselves a big clap, everyone.
ABC.
Bringing you the best in children's video.
Hi, we're the fairies. With a fairy wave and a fairy giggle, a fairy kiss and a fairy wiggle. Hello from the fairies, we've come to say hello.
Fairy put the kettle on. Fairy put the kettle on. Fairy put the kettle on. We'll all have tea.
Elfie, take it off again. Elfie, take it off again. Elfie, take it off again. They've all gone home.
Hello, Fairy Tots. Hello, Elf Tots.
Good morning, Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
Now, why on earth did I come to the bottom of the garden? There must be a reason, but I can't think what the reason is.
Oh, Buzzy, you're a funny Buzzy bee. Why don't you sing the special song that Harmony wrote for you? It always helps you to remember what you've forgotten.
Trouble is, I can't remember what the special song is too. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I am a silly Buzzy bee.
Barnaby, your special song is the one all about you. You know, I'm
Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
Of course it is.
I'm Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
Buzzy bee.
And I buzz around as happy as can be. I live in a funny home called a honeycomb. I'm Barnaby the busy buzzy bee. Some children say that I'm a funny buzzy bee, and some children say that I'm a silly buzzy bee. But when I buzz around the garden, happy as can be, I'm Barnaby the busy buzzy bee. I love collecting nectar from the flowers all around. I love doing dances when I stomp around the ground. You'll hear me in the garden if you sit without a sound.
He's Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
I'm Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
Buzzy bee.
And I buzz around as happy as can be. I live in a funny home called a honeycomb. I'm Barnaby the busy buzzy bee.
Some children say that he's a funny buzzy bee, and some children say that he's a silly buzzy bee.
But when I buzz around the garden as happy as can be, I'm Barnaby, the busy, buzzy bee. I love collecting nectar from the flowers all around. I love doing dances when I stomp around the ground. You'll hear me in the garden if you sit without a sound. I'm Barnaby, the busy, buzzy bee.
He's Barnaby, the busy, buzzy bee. Barnaby, the busy, buzzy bee. Barnaby, do you think you might be in the bottom of the garden to deliver this letter?
That's right. That's it. That's what I'm here for. I need to see Harmony and Rhapsody. Do you know where they are? Have you seen them?
Sorry, Barnaby, we haven't seen the fairies today. Why don't you ask Elf the fairy cake maker? He might know where they are.
That's a great idea. I think I'll go and do it now. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's go and play in the top pot. Yay!
Elf the fairy cake maker, where are you, Elf? Elf the fairy cake maker, where are you?
Oh, Barnaby, I'm at the bottom of the old gum tree.
Hey, you're not Elf.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
You must be thinking of my Uncle Elf the fairy cake maker.
That's right. You're his nephew. You're Elf Jr.
That's right.
I've been looking for Harmony and Rhapsody. I need to see them quickly. Do you know where they are?
Oh, I'm sorry, Barnaby, but I haven't seen the fairies at all this morning.
Oh, dear.
Maybe we should try calling them with the buzzy 1, buzzy 2, buzzy 3.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Buzzy 1, buzzy 2, buzzy 3. Harmony, Rhapsody. Oh, I think we'd better try again, Barnaby. A bit louder this time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Buzzy 1, buzzy 2, buzzy 3.
Harmony, Rhapsody.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think we'll have to try it again, but this time a bit louder. Hey, maybe we can get all of the girls and boys at home to call out with us.
Good idea.
Hey, but this time we'll do it really, really, really loudly.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Buzzy 1,
buzzy 2, buzzy 3. Harmony, Rhapsody.
Hello, Barnaby the busy buzzy bee. Hello, Elf the fairy cake maker.
Oh, fairies, you really surprised us.
Oh, we're sorry. We didn't mean to. It's just that we heard you calling us and it sounded really urgent. What's happening?
Slow down, Barnaby. You're buzzing around like a busy buzzy bee.
Well, and that's because I am a busy buzzy bee. And anyway, I can't slow down. I'm too excited. Phoebe, the Farmyard fairy, has invited all of us to a party down at the farmyard.
Oh, fanfairy-tastic, Barnaby. Oh, what does the invitation say?
Would you like to read it, Harmony?
Oh, I'd love to. Let's see now.
This is so exciting.
Oh, look at the invitation. Now, what does it say? It says, Phoebe the Farmyard Fairy invites everyone from the bottom of the garden to a boot-scooting party at the farmyard.
Oh, well, it also says, Harmony, that the party's on tomorrow.
Oh.
Do you think that we should call Phoebe on the magic fairy phone and tell her that we'd just love to come?
I think that's a great idea, Rhapsody.
Okay, I'll call Phoebe now. Magic fairy wand, so dear, please make the fairy phone appear. Oh, hi, Phoebe. It's Rhapsody speaking from the bottom of the garden. Oh, we're all fanfairy-tastic, Phoebe, and we'd just love to come to your boot-scooting party at the farmyard tomorrow. Well, that's great, Phoebe. We'll see you then. Bye. Phoebe will be throwing her magic dust all over the fairies and elves to make them big for the day so we can have a real dance in the hay shed.
Oh, and the invitation also said that there's going to be boot-scooting songs to dance to and fairy food to eat and pink lemonade to drink.
What is boot scooting?
Oh, well, boot scooting is a special sort of dancing that you do when you're in the countryside. And fairy boot scooting is when fairies dance in the country. Fan-fairy-tastic!
Let's see now. There's a big area for us to dance in. We've got the boot scooting music ready. There's party food and pink lemonade. Now, what have I forgotten? Of course, the magic fairy dust to make all the fairies and elves big. Magic fairy wand, please bring me a bag full of glittering magic fairy dust to make all the fairies and elves big like real people, just for today. Fan-fairy-tastic. Well, I think it's time that I became big. I'll try some of the magic fairy dust and see if it works. Tigger, jigger, riminy digger, please fairy dust make me much bigger. Fan-fairy-tastic. I think I can hear the others arriving. Hello, Harmony. Hello, Rhapsody. Hello, Fairy and Elf Tots. Hello, Barnaby the Busy Buzzy Bee and Elf the Fairy Cake Maker. It's so good to see you all.
Hello, Phoebe the Farmyard Fairy.
Don't forget, Phoebe, you're already big and your voice sounds really, really loud.
Sorry.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Gumtree Tots.
Terrific. Everyone's here. Are you all ready to be made fairy big? And we can let the party begin?
Oh, yes, please.
Aren't we?
Tigger, jigger, riminy digger, please fairy dust make everyone bigger.
Phoebe the Farmyard Fairy, could we please explore the farmyard? We've never been to a real farmyard before.
Gumtree Tots, why don't you take the Fairy and Elf Tots to see the farmyard animals at the kids' snuggery?
Okay, Phoebe.
You never know, the farmyard children, Hattie and Sam, might be with the animals.
Great.
Great.
Bye. Lucky you. Bye.
Bye. And don't be too long, because we'll be ready to start the music soon.
Garden Tots. These are our special children, Hattie and Sam. Hi, Hattie. Hi, Sam. Hello, Bottom of the Garden Tots. We've heard lots about you. Normally, we have to just look at the animals because they're so much bigger than we are. But now we're just as big as you, Hattie and Sam. So let's have a cuddle of the baby animals. Yeah! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a bad here and a bad there, here bad, there bad, everywhere bad. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. 6 little ducks. Let's all sing it together! Yay! 6 little ducks that I once knew. Fat ones, skinny ones, fair ones too. The one little duck with a feather on his back, he left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Down to the river they would go. Wibble wobble to and fro. The one little duck with a feather on his back, he left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Home from the river they would come. Wibble wobble, ho hum hum. The one little duck with a feather on his back, he left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He left the others with a quack, quack, quack. 6 little ducks that I once knew. Fat ones, skinny ones, fair ones too. The one little duck with a feather on his back, he left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He left the others with a quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. What was that? That's Phoebe's fairy bell. They must want you back to the hay shed now. Oh, yeah. Bye, Hattie. Bye, Sam. Bye,
Can't wait to do some boot scooting.
Neither can I.
Oh, here they come.
They are.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I think it's time we put on our dancing boots, got our dancing feet and hands ready to do some fairy boot scooting.
Yay!
There's a song that we sing when we're country dancing, and its name is very silly, so I'm told. It's hard to remember, it's easy to forget. Can anybody tell me what it's called?
Fairy, fairy boot scooting. Fairy, fairy boot scooting. Fairy, fairy boot scooting. Fairy boot scooting is its name.
First your heel, then your toe, your heel, then your toe, then you slide together, slide together, slide. Again your heel, then your toe, your heel, then your toe, slide together, slide together, slide.
First your heel, then your toe. Your heel, then your toe. Then you slide together, slide. Again your heel, then your toe. Your heel, then your toe. Slide together, slide.
There's a song that we sing when we're country dancing, and its name is very silly, so I'm told. It's hard to remember, it's easy to forget. Can anybody tell me what it's called?
Fairy,
one, Phoebe. Can we please sing another one?
Well, of course we can. Oh, and perhaps Barnaby and Elf can sing a funny chorus in this one.
Oh, that's a great idea, Phoebe. Well, Tots, would you like to sit down and watch this one? Oh, come on. Oh, come on, let's get ready. It's time to start. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're the boot scooting fairies and we're having a party. Dancing in line and having so much fun. Out in the country with the Farmyard Fairies. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done.
Toes tapping, hand clapping, thigh slapping, never napping, fairies giggling, elves wriggling, feet sliding, smooth gliding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're the boot scooting fairies and we're having a party. Dancing in line and having so much fun. Out in the country with the Farmyard Fairies. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done.
Toes tapping, hand clapping, thigh slapping, never napping, fairies giggling, elves wriggling, feet sliding, smooth gliding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're the boot scooting fairies and we're having a party. Dancing in line and having so much fun. Out in the country with the Farmyard Fairies. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done. Yes, we're the boot scooting fairies and we're having a party. Dancing in line and having so much fun. Out in the country with the Farmyard Fairies. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done. We'll keep on dancing till the day is done.
Oh, gee, Elf, you must be very tired after doing that. Come on, I think you and I will go and have a rest. Come on, come on.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Yes, let's have a rest. Me too, Phoebe. I'm tired. Awfully tired.
Fairies, you can't possibly stop now. Everyone's having such a fantastic time.
I'll tell you what, you little energetic tots. Why don't we let Barnaby and Elf have a bit of a rest? And we'll do one more song. But then we're going to stop, okay?
Okay, Phoebe.
Well, I think it's time we did the
Boot scooting rock and roll.
Yay! Phoebe, can we please dance this song in the hay cart?
That's a great idea. Magic Fairy Wand so smart. Please put the tots into the hay cart.
Dancing on a farm in Australia, dancing in a hay shed, ooh ah. Dancing in a line to the rhythm and beat, clapping your hands and tapping your feet. Yee-haw! Kicking up your feet and kicking up the hay, hands on your hips as you dance away. Parties in the country are so much fun, we can dance all day till the day is done. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. Dancing on a farm in Australia, dancing in a hay shed, ooh ah. Dancing in line to the rhythm and beat, clapping your hands and tapping your feet. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. Kicking up your feet and kicking up the hay, hands on your hips as you dance away. Parties in the country are so much fun, we can dance all day till the day is done. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. The boot scooting
country. Come on, Tots, it's time to get you down. Well, I think that all that singing and dancing has made everyone really, really...
hungry!
And really, really...
thirsty!
Well then, let the party
begin!
Oh, no! Oh, drink anyone or get us a drink?
Me.
Oh, so yummy.
Thank you, baby. Very dirty after all that dancing.
In the land of sleepy dreams, you can dream all night. In the land of sleepy dreams.
This has been the best party ever. Thank you so much for inviting all of your bottom of the garden friends.
You're right, Harmony. It has been fan-fairy-tastic. But now everybody looks really, really tired. So I think it's time for us to get flying back to the bottom of the garden.
Thanks, Phoebe the Farmyard Fairy.
Thanks, Gumtree Tots.
Well, it was our pleasure. Now, is everyone ready to be made very small again?
Yes,
we're ready. Thank you. Close your eyes really tightly. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3. Spittle, fiddle, riminy, skittle, please fairy dust make everyone little.
Do you know why kookaburras laugh, Harmony?
I don't know that I do, Rhapsody. Is it because they're very happy birds?
No, not really. The reason is that when the moon and the stars have finished twinkling in the sky and it's the sun's turn to pop its head out again for the day, the sun tells its friends a brand new joke every single day. But because the sun gets up so early, everybody in the bottom of the garden is still sound asleep, tucked up in the land of sleepy dreams. So the sun tells its joke to the kookaburras, and they laugh and laugh and laugh.
That's a fabulous story, Rhapsody.
I can hear the magic fairy phone, Harmony. Magic fairy one so dear, please make the fairy phone appear. Hello, Rhapsody speaking. Oh, hi, Arabella. How are you? Oh, that's great. Would you like to pay us a visit at the bottom of the garden? Oh, fan-fairy-tastic. We'd love to see you. Okay, bye, Arabella. Arabella, William and Emily are going to pay us an early morning fairy visit. I said I'd meet them at the top of the garden. I'll be back in 10 fairy seconds.
All right, Rhapsody. Do you know who Arabella, William and Emily are? They're our special friends from the top of the garden. They're not fairies, they're real children. I better start counting. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3, Fairy 4, Fairy 5, Fairy 6, Fairy 7, Fairy 8, Fairy 9, Fairy 10.
Hi, Harmony.
Hello, Arabella. Hello, William. Hello, Emily.
Now, would you three like to tell us why you're up so bright and early this morning?
Well, Emily and William were having a sleepover at my house, and we got to bed really late. But because the kookaburras were so loud this morning, they woke us up really, really early.
The sun must have told a really funny joke this morning.
Well, we're delighted that you're here because yesterday we learnt some boot scooting dances and we'd love to teach you a boot scooting dance.
Yeah. Oh, come on, over here.
William, you go over this side.
That's right. And we're going to start off really slowly, okay? Now, the first thing we do is 2 jumps, like this. Jump, jump. That's it. Now we're going to jump, jump, and then a star. Let's do that together. Are you ready? Jump, jump, star. Perfect.
And what we do next, we slide this way, slide, wiggle, 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 and slide. Then we go back the other way. Are we ready?
Yes.
Slide, wiggle, 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 and slide.
Let's put them together now, starting from the jump, jump, star. Can you do this with us? Come on. Here we go. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Fan-fairy-tastic. Now let's do it with the music.
Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Clap your hands, stamp your feet. In a little circle, turn around. Slide to the left, then slide to the right. Hands in the air, then on the ground. Grab your partner's hands and twirl around the floor. Round and round and round and round and round. Then stand back in line and tap your heels in time. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back and tap. 2, 3, 4.
Clap your hands, stamp your feet. In a little circle, turn around. Slide to the left, then slide to the right. Hands in the air and on the ground. Grab your partner's hands and twirl around the floor. Round and round and round and round and round. Then stand back in line and tap your heels in time. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back and tap. 2, 3, 4.
Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Clap your hands, stamp your feet. In a little circle, turn around. Slide to the left, then slide to the right. Hands in the air, then on the ground. Grab your partner's hands and twirl around the floor. Round and round and round and round and round. Then stand back in line and tap your heels in time. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back and tap. 2, 3, 4.
Clap your hands, stamp your feet. In a little circle, turn around. Slide to the left, then slide to the right. Hands in the air and on the ground. Grab your partner's hands and twirl around the floor. Round and round and round and round and round. Then stand back in line and tap your heels in time. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back and tap. 2, 3, 4. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Jump, jump, star. Jump, jump, star. Slide, wiggle, 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 slide. Yahoo! Yeah! Wow, that was great fun. I love country music. And country dancing. And you can have such cool times when you're on a farm in the country.
Well, Harmony, why don't we show Arabella, William and Emily Phoebe's farmyard through the magic mirror?
That's a fan-fairy-tastic idea, Rhapsody.
Come on, everyone. Come on. Magic fairy wand, so dear, please make the magic mirror appear. Magic mirror in my hand, please let us see the farmer's land.
Look, the farmer's riding a motorbike. Doesn't that look like the best fun a person can have?
It looks almost as good as flying.
No, I don't think anything could be as good as flying, but it does look like fabulous fun.
Look, he's rounding up some sheep.
Now, Rhapsody, let's see who else we can see in the farmyard.
Look, she's getting on a horse.
Oh, that must be Hattie and Sam's mum.
Isn't she a good rider?
She sure is.
Oh, I really want to know how to ride a horse. You could ask your mum and dad to give you a lesson for your birthday.
Rhapsody, am I imagining it, or do the farm children look really sad today?
I don't think you are imagining it, Harmony. I mean, feeding baby kangaroos must be such amazingly good fun. And yet the farm children, Hattie and Sam, look really, really sad.
Yes, if I was feeding a baby kangaroo, I'd be unbelievably happy.
Well, I think we should give Phoebe the farmyard fairy a call on the magic fairy phone to see whether there's anything wrong at the farmyard.
That's a great idea, Harmony. Could you bring us the magic fairy phone with your wand?
Sure, Rhapsody. Magic fairy wand, so dear, please make the fairy phone appear. Here it is, Rhapsody.
Thanks, Harmony. Oh, hello, Phoebe. It's Rhapsody speaking. Oh, we're all fanfairy-tastic, Phoebe. But we were looking at the farmyard through the magic mirror, and the farm children, Hattie and Sam, look really, really sad. Is there anything wrong? There is. You don't? Oh, well, Phoebe, Harmony and I are the best fairy problem solvers around. How about we give you a visit at the farmyard and see if we can help? Great, Phoebe. We'll be there as soon as we can fly. Bye. There is a problem at the farmyard, Harmony, and I said we'd go and see if we can help.
Oh, of course, we have to help Phoebe. Well, I think we should ask our magic fairy wands to get us there as quick as we can.
That's a great idea, Harmony. Well, Phoebe said she'd wait for us on top of the big barrel inside the hay shed. Would you children like to stay here at the bottom of the garden while we visit the farmyard?
Oh, yes, please, fairies, and let us know if we can do anything to help, won't you? We'll be waiting for you when you get back.
We'd better go, Harmony. Magic fairy wand so bright.
Rhapsody.
Oh. Thanks, Harmony. Magic fairy wand so bright, we need to fly at the speed of light.
I hope everything will be all right at the farmyard.
Gosh, that was a fast flight.
Hi, Phoebe.
I'm so pleased to see you, Harmony and Rhapsody. We've got a major fairy flap on our hand, but I'm sure you'll be able to help. Let's fly through the farmyard to the kids' snuggery. The gum tree tots are waiting for us there. The gum tree tots came to us and they were very sad. They didn't know what to do with themselves. So I told them that they should make up a song about something really special to them. I think I can hear some music coming from the kids' snuggery. Perhaps they've managed to cheer themselves up.
There is a special friend we need, a very cuddly friend indeed. From the top of his head so sweet to his very little feet, he's a teddy bear that always is with me. 'Cause fairies love their teddies too. Fairies love their teddies too. Just like boys and girls all around the world, fairies love their teddies too. When it's time to go to sleep at night, you need to hold your teddy bear so tight. Tuck him tightly in your bed, then rest your sleepy head, and your dreams will all be happy, fun and bright. 'Cause 'Cause fairies love their teddies too. Fairies love their teddies too. Just like boys and girls all around the world, fairies love their teddies too. We can dress him up in Dolly's clothes, tickle his tummy, rub his nose. He will always be our friend, his love will never end. It will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. 'Cause fairies love their teddies too. Fairies love their teddies too. Just like boys and girls all around the world, fairies love their teddies too. Fairies love their teddies too. Fairies love their teddies too.
That was the most gorgeous song, Gumtree Tots.
You know, I still have my teddy that I was given when I was just a little tot like you, and his name is Kingsford.
Well, Harmony and Rhapsody, do you remember the Farmyard twins, Hattie and Sam?
Yes. Of course.
I'm the fairy and Hugo is the elf, born at the very same time they were born. They are special children.
Well, the twins came to us yesterday crying their eyes out because they'd heard their parents talking about cutting down the trees and bushes next to the hay shed to plant more crops.
Do you mean the trees and bushes where you live, Tots?
And it's not only you who call the scrub your home, is it, Tots? If I remember, it's also home to some friendly goblins, and Kira the koala and her family, and Capsicum the kangaroo, and
Lots of other really special animals, and they're all our friends.
So if the farmers cut down the trees and bushes, then all of the fairies and elves and goblins will have their homes destroyed.
And none of us will have anywhere to live.
oh, Rhapsody, I think it's time we sang our special positive thinking song. You know, the song that always helps us to decide what to do.
Yes, that's a great idea, Harmony. But do you think that it would work even better if we flew up into the sky and danced it on a cloud?
That's a fan-fairy-tastic idea, Rhapsody. Let's do it.
If things are looking pretty bad and you're feeling very sad, it's not easy to think positively.
But if you come up with a plan, and it's a very brilliant plan, it's true, it works.
If only you can try to keep a positive frame of mind and show you're happy with a smile, happy with a smile, happy with a smile. Keep a positive frame of mind, show you're happy with a smile. You'll have a positively happy time. It might be very hard to find a plan you think will shine, a plan to make our world a better place. But if you're sure you are right, keep a positive frame of mind. The plan will come and it will be alright. So keep a positive frame of mind and show you're happy with a smile, happy with a smile, happy with a smile. Keep a positive frame of mind and show you're happy with a smile. You'll have a positively happy time.
If something seems to be unfair, that person doesn't seem to care, that they aren't really being very good.
Perhaps they haven't thought it through. Do they need some help from you? So find a plan and help them understand. And keep a positive frame of mind and show you're happy with a smile, happy with a smile, happy with a smile. Keep a positive frame of mind and show you're happy with a smile.
found the answer. Our positive thinking song worked really, really well. And as we were flying back from the clouds, the answer just popped into our heads.
Well, you know how children are the only ones who can see fairies and elves, and that when they grow up into adults, they lose that special sight that helps them see us.
Well, we think this is so important that just for once, the adults need to see the fairies.
Yes, just this once, the farmers need to be able to see who lives in the trees. And we're absolutely certain that once they find out, they'll change their minds and leave the land just the way it is.
Well, that's a fabulous idea, Fairies. But do you have a special plan? We sure do. Well, Hattie and Sam are going to have to help. Oh, quick, we've got not a moment to lose. So gather round and I'll tell you our grand fairy plan.
And that's the plan. We'll go and tell the farmyard children the plan and get them to bring their parents to the hay shed. We'll see you there.
Do you really think the grand fairy plan will work? I'm so worried. Now, come on, Phoebe. You know the power of positive thinking. If you really believe that something is good and right and that it should happen, you have to stop thinking unhappy thoughts and fill your head with positive thoughts instead. Just think how good it will be when the farmers change their minds.
Rhapsody's right, Phoebe. If we truly believe that something can work and we work really hard to make it work, then it will work. And we think it would be even better if you children at home would put all your positive thoughts into making the plan work as well.
Yes, you have to think really happy thoughts about the fairies and about the elves and goblins and all the animals who live in the bush. You have to know from the tips of your fingers right down to the bottom of your toes that we will do everything we can to make the grand fairy plan work.
Of course you're right, Fairies. The plan will work. Oh, look. I think I can see the farmyard children and their parents arriving. We'd better hide.
Yes.
Come on, Dad.
I hope this surprise doesn't take too long, kids. I have to get the cows into the paddock for milking, and there are 3 fences that need fixing.
Oh, come on now, Mike. It's not often that the children ask you to stop working in the middle of the day. Must be something special.
Mum and Dad, please sit down in the hay bales. We have a really special story that we'd like to tell you. When little boys and girls are born all around the world, a fairy is born for every girl and an elf is born for every boy.
When Hattie and I were born, a fairy called Molly was born for Hattie, and an elf called Hugo was born for me, right at the very same time that we were born, and we were their special children.
They are called the Gumtree Tots, and because they have to live close to where we live, they live amongst the trees right next door to our farmhouse, with lots of their animal friends.
One day, the Gumtree Tots found out that the farmers were thinking of cutting down all the trees, and this made them very, very sad.
Because it meant they wouldn't have anywhere to live, so they taught us this very special song to sing just for you. Long time ago when I was born that January day, a fairy tot was born as well, and this what she did say: I'll guide you and protect you, I'll be with you for life. You are my very special friend, my special fairy
time ago when I was born that January day, an elf taught he was born as well, and these words he did say: I'll be with you in summer, autumn, winter and the spring. I'll be with you through day and night, good luck to you I'll bring. If you need a friend to talk to or someone who can play, your great imagination will find me right away. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Long time ago when we were born that January day, two gum tree tots were born as well, and these words they did say: We'll have a job to teach the children of the world. Our environment is special and it should not be destroyed. The trees and plants and land and air, animals big and small, everybody must be taught to take care of them all. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Try to understand. Try to understand.
That was just beautiful. Did you make that song up all by yourselves?
That's not the end yet, Mum and Dad. Could you please close your eyes really, really tightly? We're ready, Tots. You can open your eyes now, Mum and Dad. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Listen, please listen and hear what we are saying. Listen, please listen and try to understand. Try to understand. Try to understand. Goodbye. And we're hoping that this story about the gum tree tots is going to have a really happy ending.
I never would have believed this unless I'd seen it with my very own eyes. Of course the story's going to have a happy ending. Thank you, kids. I'd forgotten the trees were important to so many animals, and I had no idea we had our own very special fairies and elves living right next door. I promise I'll never ever think of cutting down the trees again.
In fact, Mike, I think we should plant some more trees. After all, there may be other fairies nearby who need a home. And from now on, when you tell me that you've been off playing with the fairies, I will always, always believe you.
Yes! Yes!
I just just don't know how to thank you enough, Harmony and Rhapsody. To think you came up with such a wonderful plan, and it worked.
Yes, we're so pleased that the grand fairy plan worked. But now I think it's time for us to get flying back to the bottom of the garden.
We sure had, Rhapsody. Arabella, William and Emily will be waiting anxiously, and they'll want to know the whole story, I'm sure.
Well, we better get going.
Why are they so late?
Yeah, I know, they should have been here.
They're right.
Yeah. We've been here waiting for hours.
Getting really tired.
I know.
Look, they're here. What happened? Is everything all right at the farmyard? We've been thinking positive thoughts about everything being okay the whole time you've been away. Just like you taught us today.
Well, we have a really long story to tell you with a very happy ending. So gather round, everyone. When we arrived at the farmyard, Phoebe told us all about the problems they've been having at the farmyard. Okay at the farmyard after all. And that's the end of the story. Didn't everything work out really well?
What's a fabulous story. What a great ending. I think that's such a great story. We need to go tell all our family and friends and neighbours all about it. Perhaps if we tell enough people, we might even help save some more trees from being cut down. Yes, and save the fairies and all of their animal friends.
So why don't you, boys and girls, who just love fairies and elves,
and trees and plants and animals,
why don't you go and tell your families and friends the special story and how you helped to make the grand fairy plan work by using your very best positive thinking.
So from all of us at the bottom of the garden,
until we meet again,
goodbye! Goodbye to all our friends. It's sad that we must go. We've had a lovely time today. We've had some funny laughs today. We've made some special friends today, and now we have to go.
With an Arabella wave and an Arabella wiggle, an Arabella kiss and an Arabella jiggle. Goodbye from Arabella, now I have to go. With an Emily wave and an Emily wiggle, an Emily kiss and an Emily jiggle. A big goodbye from Emily, now I have to go. With a William wave and a William wiggle, a William kiss and a William jiggle. A big goodbye from William, now I have to go.
With a fairy wave and a fairy wiggle, a fairy kiss and a fairy jiggle. A big goodbye from Harmony, a big goodbye from Rhapsody. Now we have to go. Now we have to go. Dancing on a farm in Australia, dancing in a hay shed, ooh ah, dancing in a line to the rhythm and beat, clapping your hands and tapping your feet. Yee-haw! Kicking up your feet and kicking up the hay, hands on your hips as you dance away. Parties in the country are so much fun, we can dance all day till the day is done. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. Dancing on a farm in Australia, dancing in a hay shed, ooh ah, dancing in a line to the rhythm and beat, clapping your hands and tapping your feet. The boot scooting rock, the boot scooting roll, a smile on your face is the way to go. High as you can reach, down to your toes, the boot scooting rock and the boot scooting roll. Kicking up your feet and kicking up